Jefferson. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Nicholas Batum. Lee's checked in for Lamb, and it's Jeremy Lin in for Kemba Walker. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Joakim Noah's checked in for Gasol. Portis comes in for Taj Gibson. Freak's checked in for Mike Dunleavy. And it's E'Twaun Moore checking in for Rose. So for Chicago right now, Freak in at small forward. Noah is out there with Portis. Then there's E'Twaun Moore, and it's Butler in at the 2. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
And so Butler nails both of them. And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season. Won the Most Improved Player of the Year award. Really picking up his production in his 4th season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level.
They set the pick. The pass to Freak. Taken away by Williams. Moore against Len. The dish to Williams. The basket good off the assist from Lin. Williams has got his first points in this one.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Moore passes to Freak. 11 feet away. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
Lee outside. And a wide-open look for Lin. Chicago grabs the miss. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
Yeah, and they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
Well, composure, execution, efficiency in a tight ball game is typically what's going to determine the winner.
He's whistled for the 5-second back to the basket violation. Pick by Zeller. 2 on the clock. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And it's 6 points here for Lin. Tie game here in Charlotte. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say.
The biggest difference is endurance, both mentally and physically. The college season is what, 30, 40 games max? That's not even halfway through an NBA season. Plus, you're...
Good points, Clark. Good roll. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Marvin Williams is checked in for Zeller. Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Nicholas Batum. Lee's checked in for Lamb, and it's Jeremy Lin in for Kemba Walker. Williams down low with Jefferson. Jeremy Lin is out there with Lee, and it's Kidd-Gilchrist in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Charlotte.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves seemed to be struggling. He picked up 5 points, and he was able to dish out a few helpers to teammates as well. He's now had a string of games that leave much to be desired. Coach told me that he's still very optimistic, however, and feels he'll break out of the funk soon. Perhaps we'll see it tonight, Kevin.
You're bringing it, Doris. Thank you so much. Thanks for that report. And I know, guys, he was pretty disappointed in that performance.
You know, it would have been a lot easier for him to digest if they had somehow managed to win the game. But the disappointment really hits home when you struggle like he did, and that leads directly to a loss.
There's no doubting that. I mean, he's never going to shy away from the responsibility that comes with being a leader.
And you look at Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, and he has every tool you want in an elite defender. His speed, length, and instincts are incredible, and couple that with next-level athleticism.
Here's Moore. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Here's Freak. And it's off the back rim, no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
5 on the clock. They double him with Freak. From deep three-point range, Kidd-Gilchrist, no luck.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Freak. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. For Chicago, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
Cody Zeller's checked in for Jefferson. Kidd-Gilchrist dishes to Williams. Outside, Kidd-Gilchrist. That's good.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Bulls trail by 13. And here is Moore. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And here they go. And there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist on the assist by Lynn. Lynn's got 3 assists in the game. Moore. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. That'll do it for the first half. Hornets ahead, up by 15. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down. Entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Jefferson. Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Williams. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Jeremy Lamb. So for Chicago right now, Freak in a 2-guard. Portis is out there with Noah. Then there's Nikola Mirotic, and it's Moore in at the 1. So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against the Washington Wizards.
They were just locked, really in a zone from a team defense standpoint. Nobody ever got stuck on an island. There was always somebody providing help, and the communication was tremendous.
And that was the key, Greg, communication and the teamwork. You can't play good rotating defense if you're not communicating and on the same page. They were doing all of that at a high level.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Charlotte.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. Well, there have been a few small forwards helping their teams in all sorts of ways lately. Like this group leading the position in rebounding the last 10 games. In the third spot, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
And maybe they're not the biggest or strongest players in the front court, but that hasn't limited their ability to get in there and mix it up and come up with a lot of rebounds night in and night out.
I think you've got to look at their athleticism. I mean, they make up for all the size and bulk they may give away to the post specialists. And really, that's how they're able to compete in there. Athleticism gives them an edge.
And when you think of Kidd-Gilchrist, one thing that comes to mind is intangibles. He has a desire and intensity and a will to win that elevates him to elite status.
Yeah, you know, he never will be a great shooter, and he's still working on his jump shot. But the intangibles, you talked about it, you add heart and tenacity to that. Every team wants a guy like that.
And Moore kicks to Freak. 46 seconds left to play in the third.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
There's the pick. Outside, Lynn. He dishes it to Zeller. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Lynn. Offline with his three. Bulls trail by 10.
And they can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hold it.
And I'm guessing that's exactly what they're probably going to do here.
And it's Moore penetrating, and the layup's good off the glass. Moore's got his second basket of the game.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Lee gets the bucket.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Hornets lead by 10. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Kid Gilchrist and Williams are at the forward spots. Jeremy Lamb out there with Jeremy Lin. And it's Jefferson in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the Hornets' 5. And so it's Charlotte with the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kemba Walker.
Kemba Walker's game is all about desire, and you can see it. He wanted to win tonight. He ran the show so beautifully. He made big play after big play. His quickness and ball handling.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
As I was saying, got a real big problem. All this kitty stuff, you evil twins, CC and Dom, got you doing
Some people say you just a hanger-on, that you're a leech. Why is that the word?
Yo, because people just don't know,
They be hating?
They be hating.
2K TV.